In this video, we are going to do these 5 questions from the chapter surface area volume that's based on cylinder, cone, spheres, and a rectangular sheet. Let's begin with the first question. In this question, it says a rectangular sheet of dimension 33 centimeter and 18 centimeter is rolled along its width or the breadth. And what we have to find out is the volume of the cylinder. So for that, let's say if I take one rectangular sheet, so like this, and now if I roll it, its dimension are given, whatever its length is, the length as I can see, it is given as 33 centimeter, 33 centimeter is the length, and the width over here, this is the width over here, and that is mentioned as 18 centimeter. Now check if I roll it along its width. So this was its original, and when it is rolled like this, it keeps the shape of a cylinder. So now it turns into a cylinder. Now you can figure out from the diagram that whatever was earlier the length now has taken the shape of the circumference of the base. So from here I can see the circumference of the base, which is what? The base is in the shape of a circle, so the circumference will be 2 pi r is 33. And whatever was its width now is taking the shape of its height. So that becomes its height. So now we know h as how much? 18 centimeter. So to find the volume, we'll be applying the formula pi r square h. Now for finding the radius, we are going to plug in the value of pi. So from here, I can say that this is 2 into pi, which is 22 over 7, and the radius is what we are going to get from here. So r comes out to be what? 33 multiplied by 7, and that divided by 2 into 22. It can be reduced 11 2 times, 11 3 times. So we got the radius here over here, and the radius comes out to be 21 over 4. Now we have the radius, and we got the radius and height was already given. So now by placing the formula, that volume of a cylinder is what? Pi r square h. That results to give you pi as 22 over 7. Radius is what? 21 over 4 into 21 over 4. That multiplied by the height, and the height is 18. See, we can reduce it 7 1 times, 7 3 times, and 2 2 times, and 2 11 times. Further, I can reduce this also by 9 times. So it is how much? 11 multiplied by 27, and below is how much? This is 4 only. Right. So this is 7 plus 2, 9 over 2. 297 over 4 centimeter cube will be the volume in this case. Right. So if in case they are asking you to find the curved surface area, then it's going to be 2 pi r h, and we have 2 pi r as this and h as this. So in this question, we have a cylinder and we are given a cylinder and a cone have the same height and same radius. Further is also given the volume of cylinder, but we have to find the volume of the cone. So if I write down the formula of a volume of cone, it is what? Volume of cone is what? 1 over 3, the formula that is 1 over 3 pi r square h. Now you can see from here that this is the formula of a cylinder. So we can say that the volume of cone is 1/3 the volume of cylinder. Right, this is one. You should know that the volume of cone is 1/3 the volume of cylinder. So this is 1 over 3. The volume of cone is given as 24. So that is 8 centimeter cube. Clear? So in this question, we have a cylinder and we are given a cylinder and a cone have the same height and same radius. Further is also given the volume of cylinder, but we have to find the volume of the cone. So if I write down the formula of a volume of cone, it is what? Volume of cone is what? 1 over 3, the formula that is 1 over 3 pi r square h. Now you can see from here that this is the formula of a cylinder. So we can say that the volume of cone is 1/3 the volume of cylinder. Right, this is one. You should know that the volume of cone is one third the volume of cylinder. So this is 1 over 3. The volume of cone is given as 24. So that is 8
Yeah.
centimeter cube. Clear? The question says a solid piece of iron in the form of a cuboid whose dimension is given and is molded to form a solid sphere. We have to find the radius of this sphere. So what you can see that we actually had a cuboid, right? This is solid piece of iron in the shape of a cuboid, and it is reshaped in the form of a sphere. So one thing is very clear that their volume has to be same as you know when we recast one shape into another. So what you can see that the volume of a sphere is what? 4 over 3 pi r cube, and that should be equal to the volume of a cuboid, that is L into B into H. Further, what we can do, we can replace pi with 22 over 7. R is what we have to get. The length, breadth, and height are given. So I'll be writing this as 49 multiplied by 33 multiplied by 24. Now check here, we will not be just multiplying all of them, keeping in mind that we have to find the cube root of them. So we need to multiply properly. So I'm first transposing this 7 and keeping it along 49. And 33, I'll keep 3 along with 33, and that divided by 24. Sorry, that multiplied by 24 and divided by these number, that is 4 multiplied by 22. Check next, what we are going to do is to reduce this, right? This is divisible by 11, 11 3 times and 11 2 times. So we can see that 4 into 2 is 8 and 8 3 times. Now you need to figure out from here that we are getting a triplet of 7. This can be written as what? 7 raised to the power 3. And this is 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 times 3. So that is 3 raised to the power 3. So what we can write now, this is r cube can be written as 21 raised to the power 3. So r is how much? 21, and the unit is centimeter. So we'll say that the radius is 21 centimeter. In this question, we are given radii of two cylinder as 2 is to 3, and then ratio of their heights are given 5 is to 4. What we have to calculate is the ratio of the curved surface area and also the ratio of their volume. So let's take their radii as R1 and R2. So what we can say that R1 over R2 is equal to 2 over 3, and their ratio of their height, say H1 and H2, I'm indicating with their vertical height. H1 over H2 as per the question is how much? 5 over 4. Now in the first part, what we have to find out is the ratio of their curved surface area. Let's say S1 be the surface area of first and S2 be the surface area of the second. So curved surface area of cylinder is what? 2 pi RH, but over here we'll be writing 2 pi R1 H1 for the first, and this would be 2 pi R2 H2. Check here, we can cancel this pi, 2 pi, 2 pi, and we are getting what? R1 over R2 multiplied by H1 over H2. From here, we know the value of R1 over R2, and I can replace this with 2 over 3, and H1 over H2 is 5 over 4. Yeah, this can be reduced, and we get 5 over 6. So, or you can write as 5 is to 6. Now we have one more part where we have to find the ratio of their volume. So we can calculate in the same manner, that is V1 over V2, and for cylinder it is pi r square h. So it should be R1 square H1 over pi R2 square H2. So pi and pi get cancelled. I can write this as what? R1 over R2 whole square instead of writing individual square, and this should be H1 over H2. From here I can replace the value of R1 over R2, that is 2 over 3 square, and H1 over H2 is what? 5 over 4. Right, this is H1 over H2. So 2 square is what? 4, and 3 square is 9, and this is 5 over 4. This 4 get cancelled. So 9 over 5, that is, sorry, 5 over 9, that is 5 is to 9 should be the ratio of their volume. That's how we will do this question.